go look at mastering really quickly. Okay. So our first assignment is up on mastering. And it's on the long side. They will be kind of on the long side because I am essentially, come on. Why are we not talking? What's going on? Oh, it logged me out. Let me relog in. Sorry, I was off for too long. Slow this morning, huh? Oh my God, somebody's already finished it? Dang, some of you guys are fast. All right, this is my view. So there's some stuff on here that's not posted, but I have an IR spectroscopy review lab. That's due tomorrow. Okay. And let's see, student view. Looks like this. So read through the reading and then answer those questions. Okay. And there's all these points, but basically every assignment is ultimately going to be worth the same amount of points as an assignment. Okay. Even though some will be bigger, some will be smaller. I'm not going to worry about that. I'm just going to, everyone's equal amount of points, like 20 points or something. I haven't even decided. Okay. And then at the end, it'll be whatever percentage of points you get. That's your grade. Okay. So you should kind of know how you're doing as you go. And then there's the reading. Yes, I will do that. I will post that mastering link in Canvas. I didn't do that yet, but I'll get that posted. Okay. And yeah. So I'll get that posted after class today. So I'm going to continue to work on stuff after this meeting, and you'll see more stuff going up. And tomorrow we're going to talk about some of them. And then, are you going to post the annotated notes? Yes, I am, Adam. I'm going to be posting the completed notes as well as blank notes for you guys to work with. Okay, and they will be posted, and the videos will be posted in the module for that lab activity. So for example, these notes will be posted in module 1, which is IR spectroscopy review, and the video will be in module 1. Okay, and I'll be posting that again as soon as the video is prepared. I'm going to chop it up, upload it on the YouTube site, and get those posted. Okay. All right. I think that's everything I needed to talk to you about.
I have a question, Professor.
Sure. What's up?
About. So this IR method of knowing the molecule, just to make it more interesting, or the way I'm thinking about it. So if we have something in a tube, some kind of molecule, and we put it in that machine, we will be able to determine what molecule is in this tube, right? Without having any other information.
Okay, so Sam, that's a great question. So unfortunately, here's my answer: yes and no. Okay, so let me explain the no part first. If we don't have any other information, all we're going to be able to know is what types of bonds are present, and then by interpreting those, maybe what functional groups are present. So we'd take our unknown molecule, we'd put it into the machine, we'd get the IR, we'd say, oh, look, there's a double bond in this molecule. Oh, look, there's a ketone in this molecule, okay? The functional groups. But it won't tell us the molecular weight. It won't tell us the chemical formula. It won't tell us how the atoms are connected together. In other words, which constitutional isomer we might have. You see what I'm saying? It's a piece of information. So that's the no part. But the yes part is what they have available, okay? What they use in things like CSI forensic labs. They have IR instruments. They're hooked up to a computer like ours. They take an IR spectrum graph like ours, okay? They print out what the numbers for each peak, like this peak comes, oh, this is at, it prints out a number, 3302. This peak, oh, 2980, et cetera. It'll print out a list. And then what they have is they have a library of spectra of known compounds. So they went in and they took a spectrum of caffeine. They took a spectrum of cocaine. They took a spectrum of whatever, okay? And they have this in the library. And so they can take that spectrum from the unknown, and then they can tell the computer, compare it to the library, find which one it matches. Okay?
Exactly. I thought about it too. I thought about like comparing. If we already know something, we have the map already established. With comparing them, we now know it's the one.
And that is exactly what they do.
Awesome.
And we're going to add on to that. We're going to add some stuff. And by the end, I'll be able to kind of roughly explain to you some of the methods that are used in forensics for chemical analysis. Okay? We just don't have all the pieces yet, but we're going to get there.
Awesome. Thank you, Professor.
Okay?
A quick question.
Yeah.
Can we analyze a mixture of different molecules, or does it have to be purified?
Okay. So, again, it's a yes and no. So here's the problem. If you have a mixture, all right, the problem is that all of those peaks for all of the substances in the mixture are just going to show up. Okay? Now, there is a thing that if they are in different quantities, some of the peaks may be bigger and some smaller, right? Because if there's more, it absorbs more, and if there's less, okay. But nevertheless, it's a problem. If you tossed a mixture in and you were doing this library comparison, it might be able to say, look, there's this, and this peak. That's probably in there, right? But you really have to get it purified to be sure. Okay? And so that's why, in fact, we're going to look at a couple more techniques this semester for purifying molecules apart. It's really much more instructive to study a molecule when it's purified, particularly if you don't know what it is.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, no problem. Other questions? Okay, so at this point, guys, I have one more thing I want to share with you, okay? So this is in the Confer Zoom. What I did was I set up a second meeting, okay? Now, I don't know if this is going to work. I'm hoping this is going to work, all right? I'm not going to actually start up and host this meeting. So correct me if I'm wrong. I have it set so that if you go to a meeting and I'm not there yet, the screen comes on, you see the pictures, you can all talk. Is that correct?
It's normally like this. If you are not there yet, we can actually interact with you and wait for you and tell you.
Perfect. Okay. Now, I don't know. I'll have to see, and I've never done this, but do you have the opportunity to go into a breakout room? You might try that. At any rate, the point is that I have this meeting set up for the whole 6 hour and 30 minutes that the lab would meet. Now, I may pop into that meeting from time to time, but I have to make sure if I pop in that it's not going to crash when I leave. Because I'm not saying I'm going to be in there for the whole 6 hour and 30 minutes, okay? But what I want to do is I want to make that meeting available for you guys if you want to get together and collaborate. So like you're working on it. Oh, gee, you can't make breakout rooms yourself. Okay, I'll see what I can do. But my point is, I want you to, at least you have some way to get together and talk to other people. Like, I'm having a problem on this or whatever, to be able to collaborate. Can we try that? Oh, okay. It should just ask if I wish to end the meeting. That'd be perfect, right? So we're going to play around with this because it's not really urgent yet, because we're not really to the point where I have experiments that I really specifically do want us to collaborate. But I just wanted to make something available for you during this time that in theory you could hop on with your friends. You could talk about the things, you could screen share, right? You'd have a Zoom meeting, because I don't know, can you guys make your own Zoom meetings? Does anybody know?
Yes. Yes, I think we can.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, it's something to try. Otherwise, I encourage you to, there's a time limit, right? See, I get unlimited because the school pays for mine. Because, like to do longer ones, there's all special features that if you have the paid version. So anyways, try that or Zoom. But when you need to collaborate, use Zoom. Okay. All right. Any questions about any of that? Everybody good? You know what we're doing for today? You're doing the IR thing. Okay. Perfect. Okay. If you guys have any other questions, make sure you just hit me up in Canvas. I will be working on this. The holidays were busy and whatever, and I didn't get much of this front loaded. It's this frustrating thing where I have all the stuff, but it's not electronic, right? So I have all the notes, but I don't have lectures recorded. I have all, so that's just taking time, but I'll get there. And I'm hoping this will be a good and valuable experience for you. And it's great to see all of you. I'm going to stop sharing here so I can see all you guys. There we go. It's great to see y'all. And, I hope you guys are all staying well. We had some people at the end of last semester that were emailing me saying, I got COVID. And I was really concerned about some of them, So please try to stay well, follow the social distancing. Okay, when should we come back to Zoom today? We don't have to come back today. Song Lin, when I register for Intersection, it says access one. Well, I think you have to buy an access code. Song, if you didn't buy the 1-year access code in the fall.
I had, but I don't have the link for the mastering.
Okay, I'll get the mastering link up there right away. Okay.
Thank you.
Yeah, no problem. No problem. Yeah, right. So I just have to go look on the last one what that actual URL was. Song, I think you might have to, if you didn't register for a whole year, if you just register for the semester, it's probably ended. So you may have to re-register and pay more money, basically. Unfortunately, mastering isn't free. So. Oh, hey, guys, that's a great question. Somebody just asked me about the lecture. Listen, if you are waitlisted for the lecture, just remind me to get the Zoom link for lecture just a few days before the lecture class starts. I'm going to be taking all waitlisted people into the lecture. Okay? I'm going to be taking all waitlisted people. So don't worry about it. You've got a spot. If you're on my wait list, you have a spot. Okay? So you're just going to need to get the link for the first day because you won't have a Canvas yet. I can't get, it would be awesome if they would let me. They won't let me give out ad codes in advance. The ad codes don't work until the first day, which is stupid, but whatever. Okay? So we'll just have to, on the first day, I'll give you all the ad codes. We'll be all set. Lecture starts on well, that is a good question. It starts on the Monday. Where's my cursor here? Let me see here. I just have to look. It starts on the 1st. The 30th is the Saturday. It's this weird thing. No. So here's the deal. Real quickly. it's this weird thing where in order to pay the teachers in the month of January, there has to be at least one day of regular semester classes in January. Okay? Otherwise, they can't pay us. They have to wait till February. Well, how many of you could go up without a paycheck for 2 months, right? So, okay. So what they did was that they're smart about it. I appreciate it. They set the first day of the semester to be on the Saturday before the Monday. And that just means that, you know, classes that meet only on Saturday, they'll meet on that Saturday, but they won't meet on the Saturday at the end of the last week. Does that make sense? So actually the second day, I'm sorry. Yeah. So actually the first day is 8:55. Oh, crap. Dude, do they still have Chem 25 on there? Are you guys, no, Dane, are you registered for Chem 25, 025? A025?
No, I think I'm registered for 225.
Okay. I'll go look. I thought it started at 9:35. I'll check them. Anyways, thank you. You can't see the mastering, Austin? Ooh. You put in the correct code Mucharo 07777. I think there's 4 sevens. Are you, I mean, in other words, you got into the class? Ugh, really? Has anybody else checked it? Sorry.
It works for me.
Try, Austin, try logging out and logging back in again.
Yeah, Dr. M, I heard you were a little confused about the time. Yeah, for the lecture, it says that it does start Tuesday, Thursday, 8:55 to 10:20
Really?
for organic Chem B lab, Chem B lecture.
Huh. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Maybe they moved it just because, I don't know. I'll go look at what it is. Hey, you know what? We'll figure it out. Really? Yeah, we'll figure it out. Okay. Thank you for letting me know. I didn't even look. I will go look at what's going on there. Okay. All righty. Any other questions? You know, it's good to see you guys. It's terrible circumstances. I wish we were all together. Dude, this second semester lab is so fun. It's so interesting when we actually get to do it, but oh well. All righty. So then I'm going to sign off here, and let me see here. What happened here? Just leave the meeting. Do you want me to leave this meeting up? Well, this meeting will end pretty soon anyways. So I'm going to sign off. I wasn't planning on logging back in today because I figured you guys could grind that out. So we'll answer questions tomorrow, but we'll talk about if we need to have a second time when I log in during the day after today, okay? So it's stupid, but I just bought my daughter. I just got a cat for my daughter. I'm like super horrendously allergic to cats. So we're like confining it to her room with an air filter and everything. But I have to take the cat to the vet. And the meeting that, or the appointment that I made is at 3:20. So anyway, so that's why I won't be able to come in at the end, but tomorrow or later on I can. All righty, guys. I'm going to talk to you later then. Get to work on that thing. Get logged in. If there's any problems or whatever, make sure you email or contact me with a message and we'll get it all worked out, okay? It's great to see you guys. Happy New Year. Let's hope that 2021 is better. Okay. All righty.
All right.
Really a
See
pleasure,
you tomorrow.
guys.
See you tomorrow, Professor.
Thank you, guys. I'll see you later, okay?